Hi, today we are doing a creme brulee cheesecake. So in this pan, I already had the crust, and that was 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs and 2 tablespoons of sugar and 5 tablespoons of melted butter. Mix that and put it in the oven for 6 minutes. So that's cooling. And here we have 3 blocks of 8-ounce cream cheese that I'm getting ready to whip up a little bit. I'm going to try to get it a little bit smooth before you add the other ingredients. Okay, so now I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sour cream. Mix that in a little bit. Now we're going to add 1 cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Mix that up really good. Sorry that it's loud when the beater is running. So now we're going to scrape all that down. So we make sure we get it all incorporated. Make sure I get it all off the sides, off the bottom. So we can get it as smooth as we can. Mix it just a tad more. And you want that cream cheese to be at good room temperature, and you want your eggs to be at room temperature also. Now we're going to add 1 egg at a time, and just so you have it mixed, you don't want to overmix this part. So you have it mixed in there. Add another egg. 3 eggs all together. And the last egg. This is my basic cheesecake recipe for just a regular plain cheesecake. I make all kinds of different cheesecakes, but this would be where I would stop and just put it in the pan and bake it. But since it's a creme brulee cheesecake, I'll be right back. I've already creamed together 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and 1/4 cup of sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla in here. So now we're going to add this mixture into the cream cheese mixture. just fold it in gently. So tomorrow is my husband Mike. It's his birthday. And all our children are going to be at home, our grandchildren. We have 4 daughters. So all 4 of our daughters and 2 of our son-in-laws and 5 grandchildren will all be home tomorrow for Mike's birthday. So I'm making this cheesecake for our dessert after dinner tomorrow night that I'm making for everybody. Some of our children are out of town and grandkids, and so they're going to be in for the weekend. So we are looking forward to having them here for the weekend and having everyone together and doing stuff as a family this weekend. So just gently, just fold it in until it's all mixed together. When it all incorporated. And then once we put it in the pan, we're gonna bake it at 325 for 55 minutes. And then you turn the oven off and leave it sitting there for another hour. And then you take it out and let it cool a little bit, and then you put it onto a, you undo your spring and put it onto a plate. And then we'll let it cool completely cool. And after it completely cools tomorrow, right before I serve it, then I'll sprinkle the top of the cheesecake with 1/4 cup of sugar, and then I'll use a torch to just go over it and caramelize it, and then it will be ready to eat. I don't put it in a water bath, my cheesecake's in water baths, but I do put a pan of water on the second rack and leave the pan in there the whole time that the cheesecake is in the oven. And that helps put moisture in there in the oven while it's baking. And also I make sure that I butter the sides of my pan up really good so that when it's rising, that it can rise without freely without having to stick to the sides. So I do that also. And it's just a few little tips that I've learned that I do when I'm making a cheesecake. So I just make sure I spread it out evenly. And then when I put it in the oven, like I said, we will bake it for 55 minutes at 325. And then we will just leave it set in there for another hour and let it just finish doing its thing, and then get it out and let it finish cooling the rest of the way before we put it in the refrigerator. So here we go. We'll set the timer for 55 minutes. And let it bake away. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.